Hi, everyone, and welcome to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Helen Scott with me today from Healing Hands Health, and we're so happy that you're on, and we're talking about the amazing fundraiser that you do that is just loved by so many, Sweets for the Sweet. Tell us about this.
Yes, thank you so much for having me today. I'm thrilled to be here. So this is Healing Hands Health's 14th year to have our annual cupcake fundraiser known as Sweets for the Sweet, and it's a lot of people say it's their favorite fundraiser we do. It's a heartfelt event. We raise money to help people who don't have insurance. So for medical and dental and vision care, we provide care to residents of Northeast Tennessee and Southwest Virginia, and our patients are extremely grateful. If you don't have health insurance, it's really tough to take care of your family and yourself and pay for everything else too. So Healing Hands is a Christian ministry, and we are 26 years old, and we've provided 115,000 patient visits.
Well, I just love this fundraiser. I've sent some cupcakes before.
You have, thank you.
Yes, of course. And now I know there have been some changes year to year, but this year everything's back to normal. Tell us about, you can send a cupcake, how
Yes.
it all works.
Okay, so we're very blessed that Blackbird Bakery donates 900 cupcakes to us. And during COVID, we chose to not deliver ourselves. The whole point of the cupcake fundraiser is to surprise people on Valentine's Day, and to show somebody that you love them or appreciate them, and that you're thinking of them. So during COVID, we asked people to purchase or make the donation of $50, and during COVID, we asked for them to deliver themselves to whoever they purchased for. But we're going back to pre-COVID, where we will deliver and surprise the person of your choice. And when you place the order, you get to write out on your special message. So we deliver the cupcakes in a beautiful box that Blackbird Bakery gives us. Then we put it in a bag and wrap it for Valentine's Day. And then we include a card with your special message. So if you wanted to buy for your husband and you wanted to put a special message, not just Happy Valentine's Day, but also something else that you'd like to say. We have volunteers from the Blue Stocking Club that help us every year, and they hand write out the cards, and that goes in with it. And it says, "A gift was made in your honor to Healing Hands Health."
I love that.
And so, it's not a $50 cupcake. It's a $50 donation to Healing Hands, where you also get to surprise the person. And we have 65 volunteers who deliver. Wow. And they say it's a lot like delivering flowers. You ring the doorbell, give the package, and surprise somebody with the Blackbird Bakery cupcake, a special message, and a gift was made in your honor to Healing Hands. So it's really a touching fundraiser that people love so much.
And you do also this not just for going to residents, but you can send it to a business and even senior centers.
Yes.
Which they love.
Right. So the three options are, one is we work with senior living facilities, and you can anonymously give a gift. Let's say you wanted to help a senior maybe who's lonely, who is not diabetic. We work with the senior living facilities to let us know, who is not visited. And so the card doesn't say to Jane at the facility from right. Sheridan. It just says to someone special. Oh. And so we work with the activities directors at each facility, and they show us who to take it to. that is not visited. So that's a really special thing to do. If you want to make an anonymous donation, that's a really nice thing to do. Or you can donate and we deliver for you, or the third option is you can still donate and come pick it up and deliver it yourself.
And there are some sponsors that you want to thank too.
Yes. So our media sponsors are WCYB and Bristol Herald-Courier. They are so good to us every year. And then our other sponsors, so Eastman Credit Union, Belfour, the Leverage Group, Blue Ridge Auto Group, and Tri-City Door and Windows. So we are very, very grateful. The deadline to order is Thursday, February the 8th, and we do deliver on Valentine's Day.
Which is great.
Yes.
Now, if you want to order, what do we do?
Okay. So there's several ways to order. So we are putting these flyers in Bristol Herald-Courier, and there's a QR code up here, or you can go to healinghandshealth.org. That's a way. Or we started this where you can text your order, Cupcake 24 to 41444. So that's new for us. And one other thing that's new this year is we're selling $500 ads. We're putting together a program that'll go into the bag that tells about Healing Hands, and then we'll have ads attached to it also. So that's another way. And our goal is $35,000 this year. So we increased it by $5,000.
That's great.
Yes.
I know you'll hit it.
Thank
This is a
you.
great fundraiser. It's very
much.
special, and we're glad to have you on today.
Thank
Thanks for
you.
sharing all of this.
Enjoyed being here.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Dr. Renee Rogers with me today from the birthplace of Country Music Museum, and we've got a lot to talk about. So here we go. We're going to start with a really amazing new exhibit that is at the museum, and it'll be there until June.
July 21st.
Or July 21st.
Yes.
So you've got some time, so definitely put on your calendar you want to get by the museum. Tell us about this.
So it's called A Cardboard History of Blue Ridge Music, and it's based around all the concert show cards and posters, that sort of paper and cardboard ephemera that used to be hung up in windows and on telephone poles and on the sides of buildings to advertise when entertainers were coming through town to play at various venues. These are the types of things that you saw back in the 1930s and all the way up till now, but they don't usually survive. And we have this wonderful collector, Tom Murphy from North Carolina, who has spent his lifetime collecting these pieces of paper ephemera and has a vast collection. And this is 52 of those posters and show cards on display at the museum, all the way back to 1939 up to the 2000s. Wow. And it's all based around artists who traveled and worked in the Blue Ridge area. So local, regional, you'll recognize a lot of the names: Stanley Brothers, Kitty Wells, Jim and Jesse McReynolds, Mac Wiseman. There's a connection off to WCYB's old radio station, for instance, and to Farm and Fun Time, which we now have at the museum. So there's that local connection. And it's just really wonderful because the posters they're so interesting because it's usually multiple artists traveling together and performing, but also those wonderful, if you know what I mean, hatch show print letterpress style posters. So it's also connected to this really cool art form. So you can sort of approach the exhibit both as a music lover, but also as a design nerd and all those different things.
I love it. How cool. That is just, I'm sure you could just kind of sit in there and just soak it all in, and they are pretty amazing.
Yeah, and we've also gone deep into our collection to pull out objects to go along with it. And we've gotten some cool things donated to or loaned to us by Doyle Lawson, who is one of the, he's a wonderful regional musician, very well known nationally too, and he is on one of the posters. So he has loaned us several things from his career that are going to be on display.
That's exciting. So what else is going on at the museum?
So to go along with the exhibit, we're also going to have some programming that goes along with it. So in March, we're going to have a letterpress workshop in partnership with King University. And then in April, we're going to have a hatch show print talk during our speaker sessions. But then also we have some just fun programming coming up in February. And that includes on February 10th and 11th, our cardboard dulcimer workshop. Okay. For those of you who don't know, dulcimer it's a lap instrument. You'll probably recognize it as sort of an hourglass shape, Appalachian dulcimer. And we have musician Roxanne McDaniel will be there. She's a dulcimer player, but she is going to be leading a workshop in building your own cardboard dulcimer.
Wow.
So over the course of the 2 days, a Saturday and a Sunday, you'll build your own dulcimer, but she'll also give you a little bit of instruction on basic steps on how to play it and a couple of really easy tunes, so that by the time you leave the workshop on Sunday afternoon, you'll have a cardboard dulcimer of your own to take home and a little bit of instruction on how to play it.
And what about the age range?
So with the dulcimer workshop, it's all ages, no experience necessary. It's just, obviously if it's a younger child, it might be good to have a parent there, but it's not necessarily. Roxanne has worked with both children and adults, so she knows, and we'll have the help that she needs so that everyone gets some personal attention to actually not feel left behind as they build their dulcimer.
I love that.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything we're missing?
Yeah, so one other thing that's coming up on January 27th, so that's next weekend, on Saturday from 1 to 4 p.m., we are hosting the Tennessee Songwriters Week qualifying round. We have 20 songwriters who will be competing to go to the Down Home on February 22nd for the next round. Whoever makes it through that round will end up in Nashville at the Bluebird Cafe. So it's
That's
a really
so
cool thing.
exciting.
We've had some great musicians who participated in this in past years. But while that is closed to the musician entrance, you can buy a ticket to actually come and see these wonderful performances and cheer on these musicians as they sort of vie for that title down the line. So that is on the 27th, and again, that's on our events webpage.
Okay, great. So did you get all that? I hope so. If not, then we definitely need to just check out the webpage, because, those workshops sound great.
Yes,
and it would be really
them.
fun to see these musicians come in and play.
Definitely.
So, well, thank you so much for being on today.
Yeah, thank you.
And we will be right back. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Inside Bristol. I'm your host, Sheridan Nichols, and I've got Denise Bourne and Mike Ratliff with me today, and we're talking about the Slater Center, the best community center we have, and a lot of new activities and just ways for seniors to get involved. Who wants to start?
I'll start and let you know a little bit about how it is to become a member of the Slater Center.
Okay.
First of all, you have to be 50 years old. That's the only really big thing that you have to do. For city residents, it's free to them. So it's free to be a member of the Slater Center. If you live outside the city limits or you live in Virginia, it's $120 a year unless you have certain insurances that cover your fee. So like Silver Sneakers, Renew Active, Silver and Fit are all on insurances that cover your membership.
Oh, that's great.
So that can pay for it as well. We also do Meals on Wheels out of here. We have 2 drivers. We have about 80 meals that we do.
Wow.
And they're paid drivers for the city of Bristol. We do lunch here as well. Becky Olinger does the lunch now. We have about 10 to 12 people. It's not picked up as much as it used to be, but we still serve lunch here. And in the mornings we do coffee, and they'll come in and talk before classes. And it's really just a good place for a lot of people that don't have any communication with other people. They come in here to talk to people and just get out and about, even if they're not doing the exercise classes.
That's right. And it becomes it's a great community feel. And you really have done a lot with the Slater Center. It's amazing.
Right. And we have 3 exercise rooms where they can come use treadmills and workout equipment, free weights, new steps, just different things that they can do, even if they're not doing the exercise classes.
Gotcha.
So it's a wide range. We're open Monday through Friday, 7:30 or 7:45 to 8 p.m. We just close early on Friday at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So not weekends yet, but there is talk of weekends too as well.
That's great.
Yeah.
It is. It's a very special place, and it's a great way to just get plugged in. So tell us about some of the activities.
Yeah, so even if they're not interested in just group fitness, we do offer a little something for everyone. But for the group fitness enthusiasts, we offer about 30 different classes a week, ranging from strength training to cardio, kickboxing. We have a new Tai Chi program that just started. We have a new pound class, which is weighted drumsticks to music. We're now offering evening classes in the senior program. And we also offer basketball and pickleball.
Oh, wow.
So all that's happening in our gym. We also have the billiards room, and we have a pool tournament we've scheduled for February coming up. trying to increase the enthusiasm around that, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
We have a tech corner every Tuesday. That's something we've started. And the members can bring in their phones, tablets, watches. We've had a little bit of everything. And we'll help them try to figure out their issues. We've had people come in that just want to learn how to online grocery shop. Or
I love this.
set up an app on their tablet or something. So we're available every Tuesday for that. We've started Culinary Corner, and we have a chef each month come in and teach them how to cook something fun. We have craft classes every month, something they come in and then something new we're starting is the Red Hat Club is starting back. So once a month, any woman over 50 can join, and we'll have a special social event every last Wednesday of the month.
Are you wearing a red hat?
I will be wearing a pink hat because I'm not at the age yet. But anyone over 50 will be wearing a red hat.
I love it.
And they can bring any style of red hat. It doesn't have to be a big floppy hat.
Okay.
Any style of red hat they want. We're going to decorate them the first club meeting. And then after that, we'll pick an activity each month to do together.
I love that. Now, if you didn't get all of that down, where do we go to find out about it? I know there's a catalog, so you can come by the Slater Center and actually get the catalog.
So several places you can find all the information we just talked about. We have our activity guide we put in print each month. We also offer, this is what we're trying to move towards more, is the QR code scanning, but some people still prefer it in print. This is also available online on the City of Bristol's website. Scroll down to the Parks and Rec Department and you'll see it'll say Activity Guide, and you can flip through this online.
Can they become members online, or do they need to come in?
They can, but to use the exercise equipment, you do have to do an orientation.
Oh, gotcha, of course, of
Yes.
course. Okay,
Yeah.
and you can schedule that when you come in.
And you schedule with the girls up front.
Perfect.
Yes,
I
ma'am.
love it. Are we missing anything?
Nope, just you're
Sign
missing
up.
out. You're
Are
missing
you
out.
50?
Yes,
Sign up.
You're missing out on fun events if you're not here.
I know
I think people sometimes think of the senior center as, they just don't want to come. But once they come, they're like, wow, we've been missing out on all this.
I mean, we're over 200 people a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that
it's
is great.
It's not just a workout. It's community. It's family. And once you come here, you're just like, I've been missing out on all this. And we'll have people that sit here for 3 or 4 hours a day. And it's, you just love coming to work every day because we know how much it means to them, and it means a lot to us as well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for being on today.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.